Good afternoon everyone, TMMgamer here bringing you some Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay on Summit. Now this match is a demolition gameplay and I joined the game quite late. I joined towards the end of the first round and my team, the team I joined, is about to lose it. But what happens is we managed to get some good team chat going. Two of my teammates on my team had their mics up, and we managed to get some good team chat going and try and mount a comeback. And it's quite an interesting game. It's definitely worth a watch in the background. But today I'm not going to really talk about the gameplay. I'm going to talk about the recent Painkiller Already podcast. If you don't know what that is, it's a weekly podcast that woodysgamertag, Wings of Redemption, FPSkyle put together, debating anything really, topics on gaming, just fun things happening in the world, whatever. The topic can vary every week. But one thing that Wings of Redemption said this week that caused a little bit of controversy, he said that it's possible to make a Call of Duty player have a 2 kill death ratio without really improving his gun skill. So what in fact he's saying is that gun skill is really not as important in Call of Duty as good movement is, or tactical awareness. Now I've had a think this week and I've decided that I think he's right. Now there are a couple of examples why I think he's right, and the first one is only use me blade. Now this is a guy, if you don't know, who only uses knife attacks to get his kills, and he goes positive pretty much every game. So if he can go strongly positive without using any guns at all, how important are guns in the grand scheme of things in Call of Duty? Right, another good example is Wings of Redemption, sorry, I'll spit it out, Wings of Redemption himself. He is a key example of this. Yeah, he doesn't have the best gun skill, but he is one of the most consistent gamers on YouTube. He pulls regularly huge KDs, huge games, and he does it through sensible movement. He's not going to spin on the dime and mow you down, but what he is going to do is find a good position on the map, find the good flow of traffic, find the spawn locations and pick you off. And I think that clearly does show that gun skill is secondary to a good player. Now you could come back and say, well, what about the professionals? What about the Hastros, the Stainvilles, etc., who have literally insane gun skill? That is true, they have fantastic gun skill, but it's not gun skill in isolation that wins in the game. A recent Stainville video, in fact, I think he put it up on Wings' channel last night. He was going through the importance of spawn trapping, the importance of finding a good position on the map, outthinking your opponent. He wasn't just saying, I stand in the middle of the map and I will spin on a dime and take everyone out because my gun skill is so much better. He's the complete package, and that's what makes players like Stainville and Hastro the best in the world, because they partner brilliant gun skill with exactly all the other things that you need, the good movement, the good awareness, the fantastic team chat. And it's the complete package that makes a good Call of Duty player. Gun skill on its own, I reckon, is probably about only 10 to 20% of what makes a good Call of Duty player. And this gameplay running in the background is a very good example of this. You see right there, my gun, my AK-47 was right on his head then. As soon as that guy saw me, I had my gun on his head, so I had good reactions, good aim, good gun skill. But I still lost the gunfight because he had the better position. I can only really see the top of his head, while he could see the entirety of my body, and I'd been injured in the previous gunfight. So I lost that gunfight, not because I had bad gun skill, but because of the situation. So perhaps he had a FAMAS, I didn't quite see what he had there, but he had probably a better weapon. I had already been hurt, I had a poor position, and he won that individual gunfight, not because he had better gun skill than me, but perhaps because he had the advantages in that particular gunfight. And there are a few other examples in this gameplay that I will let you know when they come up. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you really think gun skill is the be-all and end-all of a good Call of Duty player? Because it's quite a tough one. It's quite an obvious answer. You think, right, to be good at first-person shooters, you've got to be quite good with your gun. But I really don't think you have to be stunning. Obviously, you've got to be able to hit some things. If you can't hit anything at all, you aren't going to be a good Call of Duty player. But perhaps the most important thing is situational awareness. That is a very good example there. I have ran past that guy, and he's presented with a free kill. He could have literally terrible, terrible gun skill. Pardon me, just had a little burp there. But because my situational awareness was so poor, I gave him a free kill. And there's several other examples coming up in this round of where gun skill plays no part whatsoever in a death of mine or a kill of mine. And it's just it's a very good example, this gameplay, I thought, of what makes a good Call of Duty player. Now, I'm not blowing my own trumpet here. I know in comparison to Stainville, I am rubbish. I know in a one-on-one fight, Stainville would completely and utterly dominate me every single time, and I'm not trying to say otherwise, because he is a fantastic player, and it's the same with all the competitive players. They really are fantastic players. But what makes them so good is not the fact that they are absolutely incredible with a FAMAS. What makes them so good is their complete package, their ability to move around the map in a sensible way, their ability to pick the right spot to stay in, to meet the flow of traffic and get easy kills. That grenade kill back there was another very, very good example. That kill had nothing to do with gun skill. That has to do with me knowing the map, knowing where to throw that grenade to hit the objective. And that is another very good example. You would not class those kills as gun skill kills. They are map knowledge kills, and map knowledge is just as important, if not more important, than gun skill in a good Call of Duty player. Right, another example. I know I'm really reeling off the examples, but I think this gameplay is really a good way to do it. Is this death coming up right here? See, the UAV is up, so I know he's in this room somewhere, but what I don't know is he's sitting in there with a motion sensor, so he knows exactly where I am. He turns and mows me down. It's not because I have poor gun skill, it's because he got the jump on me and position him, and when I eventually come back and kill him later, it's because I know exactly where he is and he doesn't know exactly where I am, that I managed to get the jump on him. And that's a key reason why I win that gunfight. The situational awareness I have is greater than his, so it enables me to win that gunfight. Now, I hope that the arguments I've put up have been persuasive, but of course you're probably going to have a totally different view to mine, and I really hope a video like this is a fantastic way to get people talking, to get people putting comments, because I'm not in this commentary business just to churn out needless, meaningless commentaries. I want to get involved with subscribers, I want to get involved with the community, that's why I'm doing it. So if you could spare the time to leave a comment saying what you think is the most important facet of a Call of Duty player, then that would be brilliant. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Anyway, the commentary is coming to an end. I've made the habit of the last few ones to leave my commentary right up into the last second, so the last little bit's getting cut off. So I'm going to make sure I don't do that now. I'm really sorry this video wasn't up yesterday, but I've been having some incredible trouble with Sony Vegas. I managed to get it working today, fortunately, so the video is going to be up nice and promptly. But all being well, touch wood, I will be able to get some more videos up for you this week. I only have one exam this week, and it's an exam I'm very confident about. So I should be able to get 2, 3, 4 videos up for you. I'm also entering a 3v3 tournament this week. Hopefully I'll be able to get some gameplay up of that for you. But anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please rate and comment as always, and tell me what you think is the most important part of being a Call of Duty player. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.